Alright, so I wrote a poem, and I actually haven't read it over, um, but I figure I'll do it here, because that's much more fun than actually knowing how to say it and practicing it, because I'm very impatient, and that just sounds like a waste of my time. And this is a waste of yours, so not sure why you're watching, but you clicked play. Alright, so, and sometimes the inspiration comes from the magic of the moment and the soft light of night. And the name of the poem is Moonlight, every night. Tell me, sunrise, are you forever going to be the very first thought that stirs me from sleep? Are you forever going to be the only truth of want that promises me complete? Tell me, sunset, are you forever going to be the very last thought that ushers me to sleep? Are you forever going to be the only lie I shall heart that warrants me believe? Tell me, moonlight, are you forever going to be the very last friend I've got that pleads me not to sleep? Are you forever going to be the only one I'm to give up that stands by me eternally? I find that it is in the stars that I am least lost, and most apt and open for self-discovery. And it is beneath the stars that I am most lost, and least apt and open for self-recovery. So interlace your fingers within my trembling own, and hold on hard, hold on tight. Let us sail away within the magic of the moonlight, into the stars that are the skyline of the darkest night. Because I need no compass, no stellar cartographer can possibly chart the map you and I shall traverse in time. Because there exists not one person below that can feel my heart, stare into my midnight eyes, and feel the rhythm of this cosmic dust that makes me feel when I am with you, so wholly alive. You are my wildfire, and I am your moonlight. You are my kerosene, and I am your sparklight. You are my desperation, and I am your hindsight. You are my determination, and I am your sunlight. You are my everything, and I am your starlight. Oh, my darling sun, how you set in your eyes, and you inspire and ignite. It is not for you that my heart was meant for always, every night. It is the softness of the moon, and her beams ever bending, betwixt the shadows of heavy buildings, through swaying branches of sturdy willows, always there for me when the darkness feels heavy, taking my blistered hand and reclaiming the shaken man that she always believes in, every night. Bathed in her soft curves, fully within her star's light, I am her center, and she my stellar mote, my cosmic spotlight, finally together, every night. Uh, it's mine, Brian Milici. Today is October 5th, 2015. It was a great weekend. It started off Friday night going out to watch my high school play football with my best friend Steve, his wife Sam, and a guy that we went to high school with, but I didn't remember him. Steve was in band, and they were in band together. So it was cool hanging out with him. He's a psychologist. And afterwards, it was a terrible game. Well, I mean, it was a fun game, but we missed a chip shot field goal, went to overtime, lost. And oh my God, the other team. It's the oldest rivalry in the state of Louisiana. My high school, Jesuit High School, against Holy Cross High School. And their team celebrated like they had just won the freaking Super Bowl. It was kind of embarrassing. I mean, we were state champs last year, but I mean, anyway, so we went out to karaoke later that night, and we sang. I don't remember what I sang. They put me in the queue, and I didn't even pick songs. Well, I did eventually, but uh, so Steve. Oftentimes, when I hang out with him, and we refer to him as Wolverine, because not only does he kind of look like it, he has like facial hair coming down to here, and he's got a very gruff personality. And whenever we hang out, he's like, oh, I'm like, oh, it was a good time, thanks, man. And he's like, yeah, you had a good time. I'm like, oh yeah, it was really delightful. And he hates it when I say that. He's like, why do you always have to make things gay? I don't understand. And so he doesn't. At one point, he was like, all right, first of all, you're limited to two delightfuls a night. You cannot say more than delightful more than twice, otherwise I will hurt you. And he will. And so we hung out with Iban, his band friend from high school, and Iban's gay, which is cool. And so we're sitting in the this booth at karaoke, waiting to sing, and we're chatting. And I decided to bring up the fact that Steve has limited me to two delightfuls a night, and Iban just goes, "Well, at least he's not saying fabulous. He could do that." And I'm like, I could do fabulous, but I kind of said it in a way that was absolutely absurd. I was like, well, well, actually, hold on, let me pull this up because this is why I'm doing a video. I was like, it's fabulous, and I just kept doing it. And Steve's dying laughing. And Iban's like, look what you did, man. And he might start combining them. It might be delightfully fabulous. So, so Steve said, you're only allowed to say fabulous if you do the jazz hands too. Which, I mean, I don't, can you even say that word, and really mean it without doing the jazz hands? I'm pretty sure you can't. Or if you do, I find it awkward, personally. That's just, my personal preference. I mean, if you're gonna go, you go all the way. Don't pussyfoot around. So Steve at one point goes, "All right, dude, you can do 5. You get 5 delightfuls a night. But if you ever say fabulous and don't do the jazz hands, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna punch you." He's actually never punched me. I think I'm his only friend that he's never punched. Um, which is, again, Wolverine, right? Yeah, he's punched pretty much all of his friends. But I know how to maneuver around him. Yeah, just don't irritate him and toe that line. You walk right up to it and then you jump backwards and act like a girl. It's worked for me so far, over a couple of decades. So, but anyway, that was a fun story. And there was a bunch of other stories, but I'm just tired. Now I did get a couple more. Oh, and someone asked if I had a theme song, what would it be? And I said I think it was like "It's My Life," which I love that song. I sing it at karaoke every time. But I really totally missed on it. It's Uptown Funk. It's like the greatest song ever. First of all, I grew up in Uptown New Orleans. Second of all, it's got like totally the funky jazz, rhythm and blues type beat of this city that I live in, beautiful New Orleans. And it's Bruno Mars. I mean, what more do you want? But I did get some more questions of would you rathers. And first of all, they're terrible. So shame on you for asking these. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or feel like you need to sneeze and not be able to for the rest of your life? What fucking shit existence is this? I'm gonna go with hiccups, I think. Because do you know how many strange looks you would get if you constantly felt like you needed to sneeze and then you couldn't? I mean, it would. There's no way you could hit on a girl. I mean, no, it wouldn't work. And then what? I mean, can you ever actually sneeze though? Or wait, maybe you can't sneeze for the rest of your life. You just feel like you have to. Maybe you could just like stomach that. And hiccups, there's variations of it. I mean, like there's some hiccups where they're every so often. Uh, I don't know. I think I might choose death over that. Is there another option, like just murder, suicide, homicide of self? Okay, so moving on. Well, that one, I think they both are terrible. And depending on, hey, maybe if I was married, I would choose like the sneeze one, you know? Because then, I mean, she's stuck with me. And, uh, yeah. Would you rather know when you're going to die or know how you're going to die? I think when, because then I could just party it up. And if I know when I'm going to die, think of all the things that you could do that should kill you, but that you know it won't. So that kind of sounds like an awesome thing. Because if you know how you're going to die, like say it's going to be in an elevator shaft, well, holy crap, you're just going to avoid elevators like crazy, and it's just going to dictate your life, and that's terrible. But if you know when you're going to die, oh man. Coke and hookers, right? Uh, Coca-Cola, not cocaine. Jeez. I've never, I've been offered cocaine. I've never, no. Like, I don't understand that. Why would you know it's bad for you? Uh, okay, so you can only hear one song for the rest of your life. Uptown Funk? Would you rather it be Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen or Ring of Fire by the Man in Black himself? I want to say Ring of Fire, and then, well, wait a minute. Does it always playing in my head all the time? Is it like my background music? Like I come out like like a pro wrestler with a theme entrance, a theme song. I mean, if I walk into a room is like Ring of Fire playing in the background for everybody, kind of like um, that kid from Peanuts, Charlie Brown, where everywhere he walks, he's covered in a cloud of dust. Was it Pigpen? Was that his name? I don't remember. Um, I'm gonna go with Bohemian Rhapsody, because you can get laid to Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know about Ring of Fire. Uh, Although there is a funny story, the ex absolutely hated Ring of Fire because she worked at this fast food place, and all of her coworkers. At the time, I felt really bad for her. Now I kind of look back on it and chuckle. They knew she hated it, so they would go to the jukebox and play it whenever she irritated them. Oh God, I heard about that so many nights just listening to her bitch about that. So then when we went to karaoke, I decided when I realized the jukebox had Ring of Fire in it, I totally played it. I thought it was funny. She was really mad at me. It was only once though. It wasn't like I put it on repeat. Um, so it would be Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, you can't go wrong with Queen. Freddie Mercury lives on forever. Uh, would you rather have everything you ever wanted, but you die in 1 year, or live your life as it is now? Well, I'm living my life as it is now. Everything I ever wanted, but I die in a year. Well, that means I'm given a year. What is it with you and you have a really morbid curiosity? Like everything's like self-inflicted forever, or it's all about death. It's one or the other with you. It's very strange. Um, I think I'm gonna go with live my life as it is now because I can improve it. Right? I'm constantly improving my life. Right? So if I have everything that I wanted, but then I die in a year, I mean, well, you don't really have everything you wanted then, do you? Because you don't have health. Although tomorrow's not promised for any of us, and then I would be given a year. So maybe, an asteroid hits the Earth in 3 months, but I get to live for it. No, it makes no sense. I'm going to go with life as it is now, because I can improve it. Um, and, life isn't terrible. I mean, how can it be? I live with me every day. And finally, would you rather be in a real-life version of The Walking Dead or Jurassic Park? That depends. Do I get to have like a raptor pack that actually likes me? Hmm? No? I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park or The Walking Dead. What does that even mean? Like, I live in a swamp anyway. There are basically dinosaurs, alligators, that live not too terribly far from me. So I think I might go Jurassic Park because zombies are so overrated at this point. I'm sick of them. I mean, I want to watch The Walking Dead. I saw the first season, but I stopped watching it because the ex really didn't like it at all. And we pretty much at the time were watching the same shows. So I plan to catch up on it. And everybody, what's really weird? Hospital staff love The Walking Dead. Those people are obsessed with it. I'm not sure why, but every time I'm in a hospital, like the respiratory techs, the nurses, the CNAs, they all just rave about it, and they get really upset when I haven't seen it. Then they proceed to tell me all about it, and I'm like, I want to watch it. Stop spoiling it. But then, my memory's the best, so I don't really remember it. But I think Jurassic Park. First of all, because I want to have like the theme music for it playing in the background. That'd be pretty cool. Um, and it'd be kind of cool to watch like a T-Rex eat somebody. Really, be honest with you. Zombies? I don't know. I think Jurassic Park. I'm a big dinosaur fan. There's nothing wrong with being eaten by a dinosaur. I mean, you're supposed to, right? But if you die to like a zombie that just, shimmies along and it's just a shambling mess, that's sort of a bad way to go. I mean, really. And plus, I'm uncoordinated as it is, so it's not like I'm going to outrun a dinosaur, probably. But I might actually trip, be the girl in every scary movie running away from somebody and you trip and it takes you like 7 minutes to get back up so they catch up to you. I would probably be that. The male version, very male version of that. So I'm going to go with Jurassic Park because there's nothing wrong with dying to a dinosaur. I think that's pretty much what's supposed to happen, right? Okay, cool. Hope everybody's doing well. I might post this. I may not. This has been awful. But if you did watch it and you watched it through to completion, congratulations on that. And yeah, so done like disco. See you guys later.